Lukey Campbell brings up Zubolts. They stand well. They're set to go here. The seventh, the last. They're off and they're racing as well. And one of the first to go, Sky Duke, cross statement deep out, also had speed early. Zubolts jumped cleanly. It's right there in the firing line for Campbell and pushing up Border Control. See you at the session. Possie's up running fifth, a length and a half. Uni Queen being followed next of all on the outside. Wacken Tanker on plein air. Then Classic Royale. And back last of all is So Lucky. Well, she's a long way back in proceedings here as Sky Duke rolls them along. At the 700 by a length. Cross statement up running second. Third over on the inside, Border Control. Zubolts getting a beautiful run. A length and a half away behind them. See you at the session. On the rails, Uni Queen, Wacken Tanker, Classic Royale were next. Followed further back by On Plein Air. And she might need to be fired out of a cannon. So Lucky to win from where she is at the top of the home straight because Sky Duke kicks away. It's Sky Duke opening up, led by two. Cross statement. Zubolts letting down. See you at the session around heels. So Lucky getting around those and charging home at the rate of knots. Sky Duke's the leader. So Lucky is coming with a brilliant run. Might get up. Sky Duke in front. Diving So Lucky. Wow. Don't know if she quite got there. It was a heck of a finish though. Sky Duke might have scrambled in from So Lucky. A barnstorming finish. Behind them, See You at the session. And also Uni Queen in company with On Plein Air. Zubolts didn't fire. It dropped out in the run home. So did Cross Statement, Wacken Tanker, Classic Royale. And last home, Border Control. Number one has held on, Sky Duke. Oh, the run of So Lucky, breathtaking. Made up an extraordinary amount of ground and has got within about a half ahead of Sky Duke. See You at the session third. Zubolts, after getting the run of the race, had nothing to offer. And a Cross Statement also was beaten off. But Sky Duke, Shani Cooper, aboard for Neville Parham. First up today, Sky Duke, the playing god 5-year-old. Clings on from So Lucky, who settled from the leaders another suburb away. And 9 back there, third home in See You at the session. 1-3-9-6 they are in 1-11-1-7 for the last of the day. And a half head the winning margin. Sky Duke returning today, a winner for Nev, Carolyn Parham, Bobby Pearson, Paul Cook, Mike Fagan, B. Bradshaw, D. Andrews, a playing god, Peggy's Princess Gilding, and wins its fifth race in 26 runs. Good record, fresh. 6 goes first up, 3 wins, 2 placings. You catch him nice and ripe early on. 35.27 the last 600, and he has done it from start to finish. Friendless in the market, $8.50 out to about 13. A few takers late back into $11. Clinging on from So Lucky. So good in defeat by Lean Mean Machine from So Ready, Dan Ben Pierce, Chris Parnham, and See You at the session. Third home by Sessions from Sebring Lane, Simon Miller, Lucy Fiore. Okay, let's go downstairs now. We'll catch up with Lockie and also Mark Sestich, who has represented the Neville Parham stable this afternoon. It's a bookend for the meeting. They won the first event with Hold Out, and they've got the last in the bag as well with Sky Duke. As we head to Lockie, down here with Sess.
Thanks, Darren. Yes, I'm joined by the Hall of Famer Mark Sestich. Sess, nice way to finish the day. Sky Duke, he's been such an honest horse for the stable. Great to see him return a winner.
Yeah, it was fantastic, Lockie. It was a little bit of a surprise because I thought the other horse was a better chance today, but no, it was great for, I think that's Chanel's first ride for us, and she done everything that I told her to do, and it worked out perfect, and it's great for the owners. They stuck with the horse for quite a while because he was on the verge of whether he was getting sold online or whether we were going to keep him or not. So it's funny how it happens. When you're going to sell him, they all seem to pop up and win. So he's got another lifeline, and his win was good today under the weight and the conditions and that. So, yeah, all good going forward.
Take us into the inner sanctum. You've obviously ridden so many winners before. What were your instructions or discussions with Chanel Luck pre-race?
I told Chanel he's a very easy horse to ride. I said he's got a lot of pace out the gates, just jump and put him forward. If he lobs in front, just ride him in front and just ride him comfortable. And when you get to the corner, just let him slide along. And she done exactly what I asked her to. So, yeah, it was perfect.
We heard earlier that Neville was going in for a little thumb surgery. How's it going?
I'm not sure. Kaz is here today, so She's turned up late, but he was having an operation on his wrist later on this afternoon, so he'll be out of action for a couple of days. But I'm sure he'll be back here Saturday.
Absolutely, you might wake up with a winner. It's a nice way to finish the day. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Ta, mate.
There's Mark Sesich representing the Neville Parnham yard as always, and rounds out the day with a double, and a great opportunity for young Chanel Cooper, Scotty, potentially for Neville according to Sess, and it's a nice way to make a good impression on a Hall of Famer like Neville Parnham.
Certainly is, and especially with a trainer like Neville Parnham that's happy to use apprentices as well. So I'm sure it won't be the last opportunity Chanel gets for Nifty Nev, but here today she takes full advantage of it, and Sky Duke wins the last. Chanel, obviously something a bit different for you here today, riding for Neville and getting a few instructions from Sess.
Yeah, definitely. When Neville put me on, I was really happy about it because it's good to get a ride for Mr. Parnham, obviously, and yeah, just pretty simple instructions, kept it straightforward and easy, so it wasn't too difficult to complete it.
They described him as the perfect apprentice's horse, and it looked like he put on a show for you.
Yeah, definitely. Just he found the front, and I just had to sit there and hang on.
Top of the home straight, still confident?
Yeah, really, actually, because for the first 50 metres of the straight, I was sort of just nursing him still, and I was just hoping the swooper wouldn't come late and just missed it.
Could you hear Chris coming on the outside?
Yeah, a little bit. That's when I got back into hands and heels and just tried to drive it.
Congratulations, well done.
All right, thank you.
There's Chanel Cooper with Neville Parnham and Sky Duke to round out what has been a wonderful day of racing here at Ascot. Scott, 7 races. As we said, a few of the fields decimated by scratchings early this morning, but do you have a highlight or two amongst this afternoon's racing action?
Oh, I think it has to be Brucey K getting the job done. I mean, obviously, we're also going to talk about Kerry Martin and how much they do in terms of travelling with their operation, and Matty Derrick there with their winner at Sacricity at 70-1. But for Brandon Louis and Brucey K, I mean, that horse has got a lot of natural talent, but he'd only won one race from 15, 16 starts. He had to carry 61 today, and I'm sure the time figures out of that race are going to be through the roof because Salt Lake Shake just burnt the turf from start to finish, and he lumped the 61 and gunned him down.
Exactly right. That's all we have time for here at Ascot, but stay tuned to Racing WA TV because after the last, we're going to be going back to the studios of SEN and catching up with Gareth and Pete once again, and it's been a lot of fun, Scott. First edition of Wednesdays in the West, and we've thoroughly enjoyed tuning in between races.
Yeah, Miles Fitzner's got his work cut out. Gareth set a really good benchmark there. Pete Anthony's, I'm sure, will find you plenty of winners over the next 10 weeks. He's a star, Pete, and he's got some analysis behind him. He's got a lot of data behind what he does as well. He puts a lot of thought into his selections there, so it's going to be great viewing every Wednesday for the next, well, foreseeable future.
Absolutely. That's all we have time for here at Ascot. It's good night from us.